Hey you. So both Wednesday and Elle were like big inspirations for me. Like growing up, they were one of my they were two of my like favorite characters. They were like parts of the blueprint that shaped the person that I am today. So I am like very connected to both of them. I love both of them like so very much. They're amazing. I'm in love with them. I grew up with them, and so then they're like I would normally like people would say, or maybe I maybe could have said that, oh my god, look at the duality and stuff, but no, it's not like that. They're actually where is it? They're like actually very similar characters. They're just like the basically, and they're like essence and stuff. They're basically the same character in just different color palettes. I mean, they're both very independent, strong women. They're good role models. They're both smart. They're both and they both believe in themselves, and they don't care about what other things about them and everything. It's just they're just perfect role models for like little kids, little girls. And there was literally nothing wrong with either one of them, but like the big corporations like Amazon and Netflix decided that, well, we're gonna bring them to the newer generations, which is the corporate big filmmaking corporate way of saying we need money and we have new scenario. What's the word? Compensation. We just can't create new stuff, so we're just gonna do that. So like bringing stuff to the new generation. I mean, God forbid if a 10-year-old kid watches anything older than 15 years. Like, I watch things that are from the 50s, okay? Like, I go and I watch Psycho, and I don't say that, I mean, it's good, but I think it would be better with Airbnbs and stuff. Like, the hotel, so boring and old. I don't say that. So why would any kid would say something like that about Elle or Wednesday? Like, they don't need to see TikTok or social media or any pop culture references in the things that they watch and everything. It's film, for fuck's sake. It's film. It's cinema. It doesn't have to serve to the pop culture. Pop culture has to serve to the cinema. Okay? Like, cinema happens, and then something like popular culture takes some things from the cinema, and then it becomes part of the popular culture. But what they're doing is taking popular culture and adding it into the cinema. They don't feed each other. It's not a circle. It's a chain. There's a difference. And what was I gonna say? I was actually coming. Oh, and the one of the reasons what I mentioned both of them together in like one video is because the reason why the Elle show exists is because Miss Reese Witherspoon oh my god, I thought I saw a bug. I hate bugs so much. Like, I'm not scared of them. They're like very small and stuff. They just disgust me so much. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, Miss Reese Witherspoon watched with the Wednesday show, and then she said, oh my god, I love this so much, so I want to do that, but with Elle. And it's so unnecessary. And the unnecessariness continues in Elle too, because Wednesday was also unnecessary. And they both of the shows really betrays the source material so much. Like, they don't have anything, that any of the charm that the first one does, and it's just upsetting, Like, for Elle, for example, I don't see any of Elle's specific charm in there. Like, I see a girl, and she's really pretty and she's really charming. Is she nice? No, she's not really nice. I mean, I don't see that Elle Wood niceness coming out of her. I mean, there's literally a scene where she goes like, I guess it's for feminism. I mean, seriously, would Elle say, would Elle, oh my god, like, do you know that tongue twister? Woodchuck, how many woodchuck would it? Anyways, it's like would Elle Wood says like, oh my, I think it's for feminism or something like that. She would never say that, or like she would also never say, oh my god, mom, look at her roots. Like, Elle would never say that. She is the ultimate girl's girl, and she's ultimate like everyone's girl. She's amazing. She's just the world. She's just world's biggest cheerleader, and she just spreads kindness and light and hope into anyone she touches. She's an amazing character, but we don't see that in that show. We see, something else. And I understand that it's, she's like younger and stuff, so of course she's gonna make mistakes and everything, but making mistakes and creating character, it's something like very different. Okay, like you can create a different, like that show didn't have to be called. You can't just, like, they could just make another show about a very pinky girl, and she wears pink and everything, and she, like, you just release that and the name would be like, I don't know, Alice, and then people will be like, oh my god, you see, like, did you see that new show? It's like so Legally Blonde coded. It's so good. You should watch it. But the problem is that it is Legally Blonde. It is a prequel, and that's the problem. You shouldn't have been doing that, because like the only reason that it is called Elle is to use already existing IP, to pay less for PRs and stuff like that. That's the only reason. That show could have easily be called something else. It could have been Alice, it could have been Emily, it could have been Jessica. It doesn't really matter. That's the problem with it. And its predecessor, Wednesday, also does the same thing. That show, that girl is not Wednesday. She's just a gothic girl. Okay, Wednesday is very stoic and everything, but it's not just about her stoicness or that Wednesday. She just hates everything. Wednesday doesn't hate everything. She just finds stuff absurd. Okay, and my biggest problem is that I talk about it, and someone in Netflix has very deep-seated mother issues, and they're making it everyone's problem. The biggest problem with that, like, it was a Wednesday show, and on paper it's a great idea. You have Tim Burton and everything, but Tim Burton is only there for like 4 episodes, and someone else writes the scripts. And the biggest problem is that there's like it's not Addams Family anymore. Like, those people, they're just a bunch of they're just a family who likes black. That's all. They're just a big like different. They're a bit more edgy and gothic, and that's all there is about it. Like, I said it before and I'll say it again. The reason why the Addams Family are like so weird is not because they like the color black so much. It's not because they live in a haunted house and their butler is nearly a zombie. The weird thing is that those kids have 2 beautiful parents who are in love with each other, and they're not afraid to show the world that they love each other. Like, Gomez is in love with Morticia, and he is not ashamed of it. He wants everyone to know that he's with this beautiful, gorgeous woman, and he's in love with her. And Morticia also wants everyone to know that she is with this amazing man, and she is in love with him, and they're together and they're happy. They show it like to us in every scene, and even if that's not the main focus on the scene, they're always touching each other. They're like holding each other's hand, they're touching their hairs and everything. Like, they're so desperately in love. They're perfect. And the relationship in Wednesday feels a bit more forced. It's like they're like the thing is, like, in both shows, it feels like they're cosplaying. Like, the Wednesday TV show feels like they're cosplaying the Addams Family, and they're not just good partners for each other, but they're also good parents. They, with whatever those kids does, like whatever Pugsley and Wednesday does, they're 100% behind them. Like, they just respect them, even though they're kids. And can you believe how hard? Like, that's the thing that makes them weird and not normal. They just support and respect and love their kids so much, and they're like always there for them. They always have their back. That's the thing that makes them all weird, and the Addams Family that we know. But the show does not have that, because the show was not created for that. The show was created so that we see a girl that does not show emotions and stuff, and she wears black, and we have like bunch of black clothes from like previous seasons, so we gotta make black in fashion again, or some stuff like that. It was just created to make a show. It was just made for money. It wasn't a passion project. It didn't look like a passion project. Because I 100% believe that it wasn't a passion project, but I cannot prove it. I know that it wasn't, maybe some people in it liked it, but it wasn't a passion project. That thing was made to make money. That's the problem with it. It's the same thing with Elle too. Like at least they had Tim Burton, and it kind of looked, a bit weird and everything. It kind of matched the vibe just a little bit, but it was also very, very like the characters. They weren't characters. They were archetypes. I had like this bingo game with my friends, and I said that Wednesday is gonna have a pink bubbly fast friend. She had it. Love triangle. It's not really a triangle. People don't know what a love triangle is. A love triangle is like this, okay? Like this is a triangle. Let's say there's a girl, and this side there's a boy. She likes him. He likes someone else, and it's either another girl or another boy. And then let's say it's a girl, and that girl, since it's a triangle, likes the first girl. Okay, like love triangles has to have at least one homosexual relationship in it, because otherwise it's not a triangle. This is like an alley, okay? A love alley, a love corner. I don't know. And same thing, brooding bad boy. Both of them has it, both of them has brooding bad boys. In the Wednesday one is a bit more subtle, and then they have the like old bubbly, like it's really like it's like literally Black Cat and Golden Retriever. I mean, it's all of those young age, all this almost dystopian, like everything that came out after Hunger Games. I think it's basically that, like stereotypical white boy A, stereotypical white boy B. And it's just so weird. It just doesn't feel like them. Like I don't see the love between the Addams Family members. I don't see they don't even give a shit about Pugsley, for example. They only care about Wednesday, and Wednesday's like, oh my god, I hate you all, Mom, I will never be like you. No, I don't want to see any more characters that goes like, oh, this is your dream, Dad. I saw that in She's All That. I saw that in High School Musical. I don't want to see that again, okay? This is your dream, Dad. It's not mine. Being in the fencing club is your thing, Mom. It's not mine. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not going to become yours. And the problem is that they have like literally the best parents you can imagine. Okay, like Morticia and Gomez are like best parents you can ever imagine. And Wednesday she doesn't like her mom. And I genuinely, there's literally nothing with her parenting style. I don't know. I have a hard mom, and I have a very hard dad, but they're hard to live with. And I have friends with parents who are like hard to live with, and I swear we would all die and kill for parents like them. Anyways, let's get back to Elle. And the thing with Elle is that the fashion aspect is just swept under the rug. Everything that those characters wears, it looked like it came out of Shein. Okay, they look so fast fashion. I mean, they have archives. They probably have access to archives. Like, fuck the fashion archives. Okay, we have internet. It's like the show is in 1994 or 1995. We have a bunch of photos from that time. Just look at the things that people are wearing and then replicate it. Just do the exact same clothing. It's not hard. Do that. I mean, the fashion is one of the biggest things about Elle Woods, and I'm not adding that. And the other thing is the internship as Cosmopolitan. That thing was just added because there is nothing about Elle having an internship in the movie. It was just added there because they wanted it to be there. That's all. It wasn't something that was implied or anything. And they're gonna be like, well, because it came out 20 years. If it came out 20 years ago, why are you making a fucking prequel to it? That show could have been called Jessica, and Wednesday also could have been told, I don't know, Annabeth. That doesn't really matter. They're not telling those characters. They just want money. And I don't know, I did say that. I was gonna say, God forbid if you watch something that's a bit more, older than 15 years. I already said that. And God, and then the love triangle, just the characters also. And yes, they both have the typical mean girls in different forms. One is in love with the lead characters. crush. No, not really a crush, but something else. Just the male love interest. The one of them is in love with that. The other one is secretly gay, and that's the only thing. And one of the things that I really want to talk about was Seattle in 1990s. That chill. Were they that cool? Cause I would love to live there. And why is it such a big subculture? I don't know about that time, but I think if Seattle was the start point, the start of all of those postmodernist ideas and the motherland of feminism and activism and everything, I would love to live there. I didn't know that Seattle was that chill, and they look great. Everyone wears the same plaid outfit, and I don't know, was it that cool to be like that? I mean, weren't those guys called weirdos at the time? Isn't that the reason why people are saying oh, you listen to Nirvana? Okay, so tell me 3 songs. But do not tell me Heart Shaped Box or Rape Me or It Smells Like Teenage Spirit. Especially do not say It Smells Like Teenage Spirit. Do not say that. You're not going to say that. That's the reason, because they were bullied for it. Now they're gatekeeping it. Okay, and it's the same thing. I mean, but where was it cool? I think that it wasn't cool. It is cool now to like them. It's actually uncool if you don't like them. Oh my god, how can you not listen to them? But at the time, we were oh, you're really listening to them, and it's the whole Seattle listens to that. And it's such a cool place to live, to be honest. And oh my god, one of the characters literally goes and says, "Hell, Seattle is in a costume." I didn't know that Seattle was had this big subculture in it. I want to live in there right now. Oh my god, I want to go there. And Pink isn't a personality. She doesn't make Pink her personality. She just likes the color pink, for the love of God. And Elle wasn't a very lovable character, and they did the whole Breakfast Club tribute thing that I didn't like, but also made a lot of sense because the characters were just archetypes. They weren't really characters. They didn't feel lived in or anything. I don't think anyone is gonna remember those characters once they finish, once they're done with the show. Maybe the British boy that lived in Seattle his whole life but still has a British accent. I don't know how, but the only problem I had was he always looked like he was on crack. I don't know. It was kind of fun and everything, but when they went to do the pool party and he didn't warn her, I was I was down with him at the time. I was how can you not? And the other one is literally a cheating story, and I hate cheating stories a lot. Do not do cheating. It's disgusting. Don't put it I don't want cheating in my stories. I don't want cheating in my life. I don't want any of that in my life. But anyways, what were we saying? Yes, the show both were unnecessary, and they both lacked any kind of warmth and everything. And my biggest problem is that everything works out for Elle in the show. And the thing that I loved about the Legally Blonde films is that things never really did work out for Elle. It never did. She always had to, she had to fight for stuff. She had to study. We saw her studying very hard, both to get into the Harvard Law and then both to ace her exams and everything. We see her study so hard. We see how hard she worked, how hard she studied, how much she was trying and everything. And then when she won the things that she won, you felt a sense of accomplishment alongside her because you were on that journey alongside her. So it kind of felt like your success. You were happy for her success because you were there all along and you saw how hard she worked. But in the show, everything magically happens for Elle. She finally finds her best friend, and then she finally finds this guy, and then she knows that he's in a relationship with this best friend that she wanted to have, and then they break up, and then he kisses her, and then her mom it just happens for it was for the plot. It didn't felt real. And one of the other things, so one of the love interests has gay parents, and I don't know about all the troubles that they had in the past. I mean, I have problems now, but not as much as they did at the time. So I just want to learn. The kid is like 16 or 17, and the story takes place in 1995. So you're telling me that two gay men adopted a kid in the 80s, and people were okay with that? Like, were they? I don't know. I'm just asking. Literally, I'm just asking. It's just something that I wonder, because when things like that happen, it makes me feel like it's not just like with gay people or anything. It's the same with like any type of minority when they act like these things didn't happen, because these things did happen. Like it did happen, and people suffered because of it. People suffered because of homophobia. They suffered because of racism. And when they do stuff like that, it just feels like those things didn't exist. And it's not like saying, no, we're trying to create there were no representation at the time. And if you don't remember that fact, then the history will just be forgotten. And it shouldn't be forgotten, because what they did, what the majority of people did to that minorities were horrendous and horrific and blasphemous and disgusting and inhumane, or maybe very much, characteristic for a human, but it was wrong. But when you just do that, it like cleans everything, This is what whitewashing actually is. I mean, they're just acting like all of those bad things like they never happened, but they did happen, and you gotta show the fact that it happened, because otherwise it is disrespectful. I don't know, that's just what I feel like. I'm just your friend that you're on a voice call with while you do your nails or have your breakfast and stuff. So I don't know, I don't know much. I'm 21, I don't know shit. Yeah, anything else that I want to talk about? No. Anything else that I like about them? Like, I don't know. I mean, if they were like tiny, small little project, then I also would be okay with it. But like, they spent a lot of money on those stuffs, and the amount of money that they spend on this already existing IPs, and that sucks the blood of their older fans. Like that money that they spend on that, they could spend that money on new writers and new stories and everything, and like for so very cheap. Like, I was so surprised when I learned that Everything Everywhere All at Once was costed only 5 million. 5 million. 5 million is a lot of money, by the way. Like, it is a lot of money, but because of all the big projects in Hollywood, like Endgame was like 200 million or something like that. You don't really think 5 million as a big amount of money, but it is a big amount of money. And because of social media, and you see all those influencers go like, oh my god, look at my boyfriend, he bought me this 500k car. Isn't it cute? Look at my 100k the bag. Isn't it so bad? It's not pretty. Like, you give me 100k, my life changes. I can go to college that I want. I can do literally, like, you're gonna be saving my life, okay? Even if you give me like 20k, it would like literally save my life. But when they act like this, like an amount of money that's like 5 million seems really small, and that's the problem with it. It just makes the reality of everything, and that is just a product of that, But Wednesday and Elle shows soulless, blood sucking, like manipulating, just money making projects. And I don't know, I don't like my stories when they lack soul. And yeah, that's all. Love you guys so very much. Bye bye. I hope like it's like, it's 24 minutes. Please let me upload this in time. Fuck. Okay, love you guys so very much. Bye bye. Bye bye. Love you. Bye.